So imagine this. Your brain, that wrinkly tofu sitting in your skull, just decided completely on its own that right now would be a great time to make you think about stuff. Sexy stuff. You didn't ask for this. You were literally just buying groceries, and now you're attracted to a cantaloupe. What is happening? Welcome to horniness, the biological prank your body plays on you approximately 47 times a day. First, let's talk about testosterone and estrogen, the chemical mob bosses of your endocrine system. They're like those guys in movies who show up uninvited and say, "Nice nervous system you got here." Would be a shame if someone made it interested in things. These hormones are constantly circulating through your body like a group chat you can't leave. And they don't care about your schedule. Giving a presentation? Hormones don't care. At a funeral? Hormones don't care. Now here's where it gets weird. That feeling? It's not even one feeling. It's like 17 different brain regions having a conference call with terrible Wi-Fi. You've got your hypothalamus, basically the Randy Newman of your brain, just sitting there writing love songs to nobody. Then there's the amygdala, which processes emotions but apparently can't tell the difference between attracted to a person and really enjoyed that sandwich. And dopamine? Oh, dopamine is throwing a rave in your reward center, like it just discovered that human reproduction is how the species continues. Which, to be fair, it literally did discover that 300 million years ago. Move on, dopamine. But wait, there's more. Your limbic system, the prehistoric lizard part of your brain, is convinced you're still living in a cave and might die tomorrow, so it's like, reproduce now. This might be your only chance. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, the adult in the room, is trying to be reasonable like, we're in a Costco, can we not? But the limbic system has a louder voice because evolution is essentially a drunk uncle who makes terrible decisions. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Arousal isn't even really about attraction. It's about your autonomic nervous system deciding to flip the party mode switch. Blood flow redirects, heart rate increases, your pupils dilate like you just saw a math problem that makes no sense. You know what else causes dilated pupils? Fear, excitement, seeing a really good pizza. Your body is basically using the same emergency broadcast system for threat detected and person detected, because apparently evolution got lazy with the wiring. And get this, studies show you can trigger arousal with completely random stimuli. Scientists put people on wobbly bridges and suddenly they found strangers more attractive. Why? Because your brain confused scared of falling with excited about humans. Your brain is basically a drunk detective solving the wrong crime. There's also this thing called the Coolidge effect, named after a story about President Calvin Coolidge. Basically, mammals get more aroused when presented with new potential mates. It's why you can scroll through dating apps for 17 hours even though you're exhausted. Your brain is like a toddler. New toy, new toy, new toy. Oh, and context matters. A lot. The exact same stimulus can be appealing or horrifying depending on what room you're in, who's nearby, and whether you've eaten lunch. Scientists call this excitation transfer, which is a fancy way of saying your brain is terrible at filing paperwork and keeps putting feelings in the wrong folders. And don't even get me started on the refractory period, that post-nut clarity where suddenly you're a philosopher. That's prolactin flooding your system like a disappointed parent, shutting down the whole operation. Your brain goes from yes everything to what have I done in approximately 11 seconds. But here's the really existential part. None of this is actually about you. It's about your genes trying to copy themselves into the future. You're essentially an elaborate transportation device for DNA that occasionally gets to eat tacos and watch Netflix. The horniness? That's just your genes rattling the cage going, hey, hey, remember your job. So the next time you get that weird feeling at a completely inappropriate moment, during a work meeting, while parallel parking, while watching a nature documentary about octopuses, just remember, you're not weird. You're just a confused meat robot running Stone Age software in the information age. Your brain is trying its best with very outdated equipment. And honestly, that cantaloupe is looking pretty good.